Hi and welcome to Prime Time. On today's show we'll look at the rise in popularity of caravanning,
the heated debate over same-sex marriage in Australia,
and the rising epidemic of food allergies.
But first, I'll take you back to reflect on one of the most disturbing chapters in Perth's history. Catherine Burney, one of Australia's most brutal female serial killers. What drove her to abduct, rape and kill 4 innocent girls in the year of 1986?
Her demeanour, her approach was so callous, so cold.
I think Catherine's background was pretty important. She had a fairly traumatic childhood, a lot of separation, a lot of relocation. Her father was on and off the scene and her mother passed away when she was very young.
Catherine Burney met the love of her life, David Burney, at the age of 12. From the beginning their relationship was trouble, the pair constantly getting on the wrong side of the law. Eventually they were separated by prison.
Catherine took an active part in a number of the murders. She was instrumental and integral in these murders. When they brought the victim back to their house, David would sit there and watch and instruct them to turn around and then undress, take all their jewellery and everything off. While they were doing that, Catherine had a notebook sitting beside David and she was taking inventory of everything that was taken from the victim. She wanted to see what turned David on so that she could learn from those sexual experiences that he had with these women.
Together, they carried out horrendous crimes that shook the small city of Perth. Catherine would watch, photograph, and sometimes join her lover as he raped 5 innocent women. What does this say? Was she as equally guilty as David, or another victim of these vicious crimes?
I think a bit of both. I think she had to be equally implicated in the murders because she actually, was there and involved.
Definitely not another victim of David's, definitely not. Catherine always has and always will have the traits of a murderer.
Finally, the murderous rampage was put to an end when their 5th victim escaped. She ran to a local shopping complex half naked, telling the worker to call the police. Catherine was arrested on the 10th of November, 1986.
When Catherine got out of the car, she walked over to a bit of ground and she made the comment, "The bitch is there," and she then spat on the grave. There was absolutely no remorse in the woman whatsoever.
Sentenced to 25 years, Catherine still remains at Bandiat Prison. Her parole was recently denied and it's unlikely she'll ever get out.
If Catherine was released from prison tomorrow, given a similar set of circumstances or a similar partner or an environment that she had previously, she would reoffend tomorrow. As I've said before, the families of those victims got a life sentence.
It was certainly a dark moment in our state's past.
When eating at a restaurant, do you ever stop to check what's actually in the food? Currently 1 in 10 children is being diagnosed with food allergies. Here's Craig Lynch with the facts on what we're eating.
Nuts, eggs, cheese and milk. Essential daily needs. However, these products and many others are potential poisons to people living with food allergies. It has become a growing epidemic around the world, receiving a lot of attention in the media, and many questions are continually being asked. How life-threatening is it? How life-challenging can it be? And what support do they have?
As far as I'm aware, I was born with the allergies. I was travelling and I had a very bad reaction to eating a Brazil nut accidentally. All I remember is him driving like a maniac through the town. We went to a medical centre and I don't remember much. I remember being thrown on the table and there was nurses everywhere. When I'm out, the steps I take are I carry my EpiPen constantly, so everywhere I go I'm prepared.
Dr. Richard Lowe at Princess Margaret Hospital said the only effective tool for those with serious allergies is an EpiPen.
People are born with a genetic tendency to develop allergies. But we believe that adrenaline, especially in children, but I think even in adults, is such a safe medication. The advice that specialists like I give is that if in doubt, give it. It's important if you give the device that you call an ambulance.
There are everyday people living with food allergies. Eating out is a social norm, to dine with friends, celebrate an event with family. Sandra Vale from Anaphylaxis Australia explains what is needed to keep safe.
Anaphylaxis Australia is a patient support organisation. It have been established out of a need to support those who have food allergy. Anyone who has severe allergies, so at risk of anaphylaxis, should have an action plan. We've really got to educate right across the board, health professionals, our community, our food service sector. It's a huge task, but we're now seeing that 1 in 10 kids under 1 year of age have food allergy. We've got to do something about it. We don't know how to prevent it. We don't know how to cure it. So we have to learn how to manage it.
It is certainly an issue that desperately needs more public support.
After the break, we'll investigate a real hot topic. Stay with us. Same-sex relationships have gone from being against the law to being recognised in government parenting legislation. There's even a push now for same-sex marriage.
Jerome Wong has put together this special report.
Pride Parade 2011 is coming next month. Different gay and lesbian organizations fight for equal rights in Pride Parade. Same-sex marriage is one of them.
Marriage is an issue that hasn't been dealt with fully.
I would say there is a clear majority that do want it.
I have thought about one day getting married. I would like to have the option of getting married.
We would want our family and stuff to be with us.
Marriage is the most important commitment between two people. You want to share everything with only that person in the rest of your life, whether it be him or her.
I have a lot of gay friends that would love to get married. A lot of them have commitment ceremonies, but I mean, that doesn't really mean legally they're not really together, they're just committed. It would be great that people could have that option, just like every other Australian, equal opportunity and equal rights.
Love should be no borders, no matter man to man, man to woman, or woman to woman. So why don't we give a chance for them to get married legally?
Why is it that one group of people are allowed to have their relationships fully recognised and a minority can't? I genuinely wonder how one couple's relationship being recognised somehow damages another.
I think I'd like to see West Australia do is to push the civil union legislation or what I've termed marriage equivalent legislation as far as possible.
I'm Kitty for Gay and Lesbian Equality, and I would like to say I do.
We want to say I do.
We want to say I do. Well, that's certainly a debate that's dividing the nation.
Yes, it is, Chelsea. A change of pace now. Caravanning is becoming a popular way to discover Australia's beauty. Alison Batista hit the road to discover why.
Every year, thousands of people take to the road to explore Australia.
It's the freedom to go where you want, when you want. So it's all about enjoying the lifestyle, living your dream. So it's all those things combined.
We've done the bottom, we've spent some time in southwest, and we want to head now up to the north and then across the Northern Territory, go to Broome. We've got to call in at friends in Newman.
We've done the loop through to Darwin and back around to Perth and head across the Nullarbor back through Adelaide and back to Melbourne.
It is the perfect family holiday in which you can experience the natural beauty of this land.
Okay, what we do is we sleep on the end, so my wife and I sleep in this end and the children sleep together there. And given I've got a 10-year-old boy and an 8-year-old girl, that causes some issues at times.
Ours isn't a particularly big van in comparison to a lot.
It's got solar panel on the roof, so it charges the battery we can stay off power for 3 or 4 days without a problem. We're both retired now, and this is basically our start off to have a bit of a relax and have a look around our own country.
And it's something we work towards and we plan to do, and now we've got the time to do it. So we leave Melbourne when it's cold and head to where it's warm and enjoy ourselves.
Caravans range in price from $30,000 to over $100,000. For more information on caravanning, visit the Caravan WA website.
That looks like a great adventure.
Stay with us here on Primetime. Up next, we'll bring you a real musical treat.
Made with high-quality oranges, the Black Label orange juice is the most powerful source of vitamin C that will keep your body healthy all day. Easy for your whole family to stay prepared for the challenges of daily life. The Black Label orange juice is the best choice you can make for yourself. Think naturally, be healthy. Get the best of oranges in just one go.
She may be Brazilian, but Juliana Reis is quickly becoming a popular performer right here in Perth. Juliana is with Primetime's Sonia Cario.
Thank you, Chelsea. It's a beautiful day and I'm here with Juliana. So Juliana, what's influenced you to come to Perth?
Well, I first came here for family reasons, but I've been outside Brazil for quite a long time now. Used to live in Switzerland, then New Zealand, and now I've been here for 4 years in Australia.
Okay, I know your music is a bit of a mix, but what exactly is it a mix of?
Wow, what I do is Brazilian music, what means basically samba and bossa nova, what is a kind of Brazilian jazz. And I sing in Portuguese and English, French, Spanish and Italian.
Okay, so who have you previously worked with in the Perth industry?
I usually work with the jazz scene musicians, some of the teachers and students from WAPA, basically.
What's your favorite venue?
We've got two here, very special for me. One is Culture in Fremantle. That was my first stage in Perth. And the other one is the Ellington Jazz Club for sure.
Okay, when you perform, do you wear anything special?
I wear some clothes, got some sponsors from Brazil that are here in Australia too. Totten designer, the dress, and the Daniela collection, the jewelry.
What's your favorite song?
I'm singing Maré Cheia, which means full tide. It's a song that talks about a mermaid falling in love with a fishing man, and the people in Australia seem to like that very much.
Okay, thank you for your time, Juliana. Back to the studio.
Thanks, Sonia, and thanks for watching Primetime.
We'll leave you now with Juliana's latest song, Maré Cheia.